Today on the list, the trendy fashion look that's here to stay, highly anticipated new music coming out, and how to stay fit after 50.
The results are a huge increase in progress, motivation, and benefits to the immune system.
Plus,
if there were ever a king of meatballs, or a queen of meatballs for that matter, I feel like this would be it.
why meatballs are more than just for spaghetti.
Oh my gosh, the creaminess of that cheese is delicious. I love it.
But up first, what you can do to be a catalyst of change. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Jimmy Rhodes, and I'm a good citizen. At least I think I am. I mean, I pick up litter, I wave people in when traffic's rough, but is that really enough? Well, Jackie Denker talked to a writer and podcaster who has made being a good citizen and helping others do the same his mission. And that's our featured story at the top of the list.
We all want the world to be a better place, but where do we start?
Society is just a bunch of individuals working together towards something greater. So yes, changing society starts with changing ourselves.
Baratunde Thurston, a writer, activist, and host of the How to Citizen with Baratunde podcast, says learning how to citizen is the best way to improve our communities and in turn, our world.
For a very long time, citizen has meant noun, it's meant status, it's meant where you were born. The ideal citizen is someone who sees the word citizen as a verb. It's someone who assumes that they have a role to play. It's someone who sees themselves as part of something greater.
He encourages us to start small. Think of things on a personal level instead of a grand scope.
I want to celebrate small acts because I think they can ripple up, because I think they give us an opportunity to practice, within a sphere of our own influence, and not to jump straight to, well, how do I change my country's foreign policy? How do I change my household's neighborhood policy? How do I change my policy with my kids, with my spouse, with myself? And as we practice on these small scales, that ripples out quite often to the larger scales.
Baratunde breaks down how to citizen into 4 pillars. The first is to participate.
Assume you've got something to do. I think so many of us are wired to outsource this idea of civic and public and community to someone seeking a job with those titles in it, when it takes all of us doing it every day. There's infinite ways to literally physically show up. Go to the farmer's market, check out a local sports team's game from the local school, attend a community meeting.
The second pillar is to invest in relationships.
We can't citizen alone. Cities, counties, countries, societies, it's all about how do we live together better. And that can happen at every level. So this might look like checking in on a neighbor. This might look like spending time with yourself, asking yourself, what does my community look like when it's really thriving?
Third, Baratunde says we must understand our power and use it to impact our community.
Somebody's doing something you want them to do, that's power. We have a lot of different ways to access it. Money is power, where we spend it. Ideas that we spread, physical gathering, physical force, also attention. Whatever we give our attention to, we're giving power to.
And the final pillar is to value the collective.
Do all these things to benefit the collective, not just the individual self. And so when we do all those things in concert, we are citizening. When we do those things in concert, we're becoming ideal citizens ourselves.
Making our community stronger by learning how to citizen is at the top of the list.
The older we get, the more effort it takes to stay healthy. And it turns out that use it or lose it, that rule is true when it comes to both our physical and mental abilities. So if your goal is to age well, we have some expert advice on what you need to keep doing so you can keep going.
Some of us think that as we get older, we should slow down physically and mentally, but
They're use it or lose it skills. So if we keep on training these skills, we get to hang on to them and even advance them.
we spoke to Stephen Kotler, human performance expert and author of Nar Country, Growing Old, Staying Rad, to learn how to change our mindset when we reach 50 and remember that age is nothing but a number. For starters, train like a pro.
On the mental side, we got to preserve cognitive function. This requires lifelong learning.
On the physical side,
Exercise is crucial, but you need what's known as dynamic exercise, something that hits all 5 categories of functional fitness.
strength, stamina, agility, balance and flexibility.
And the point isn't just that professional athletes train hard, it's that they train really smart. You want 150 to 300 minutes of aerobic activity a week, 2 strength training days a week, and 3 days where you train balance, agility, and flexibility.
He suggests hiking, biking, and sports like tennis, pickleball, and skiing.
The results are a huge increase in progress, motivation, and benefits to the immune system.
Next, be aggressive, but listen to yourself.
There's a thin line between I want to be courageous and I'm a little overwhelmed.
If you're underperforming or your thoughts are spiraling,
It's interfering with decision-making and physical performance.
he says to back off and come back later.
Don't push through exhaustion.
And if you do try to push through, it may just lead to bigger problems.
The peak performance state you sort of need to perform at your best is being taken away from you by the neural activity of listening to your ego.
So, how do you control this? Train yourself to be more self-aware.
We have all kinds of signals. The technical term for listening to these is interoception.
Best way to start?
Count your heartbeats. If you can count your heartbeats accurately over the course of a minute, you've got great interoception.
And what it starts to do is
Gives you a sense of, oh, this anxiety is showing up. And peak performers learn to regulate their nervous system.
finally, mastering all these techniques can let you stay in the flow state.
It's technically defined as an optimal state of consciousness.
In other words, being in the zone.
Flow states have triggers, preconditions that lead to more flow: novelty, unpredictability, risk, emotional risk, social risk, physical risk, pattern recognition, creativity.
To get more flow in your life, practice recognizing when you're in it.
You can apply more to go from micro flow to macro flow, or if you want to drop into the zone, these triggers are what you work with.
We're getting better with age with high performance techniques.
When it comes to all-time underrated food, meatballs have got to be on that list. They can do the heavy lifting when it comes to spaghetti and soup, but they can do so much more. Christina is celebrating National Meatball Day with new ways to appreciate their versatility.
Meatballs take on many flavor profiles.
They're little pockets of deliciousness, bite-sized, sometimes not so bite-sized, but they're just awesome.
Whether you prefer them with pasta or on their own, we're taking them up a notch with Miami restaurateur and celebrity chef Adrian Calvo. But first things first, you need to know how to make the base of your meatballs. Start with your choice of ground meat.
Then you need 2 binding agents, your whole egg that you've whisked together, and then you need breadcrumbs.
Add salt and pepper, then combine.
And if you see, I'm kind of folding without going so crazy, because if you start to break down the proteins, you're gonna get this weird texture.
Then shape your meatballs.
Now, here's a trick too. To make them really nice and smooth, you run your hands in cold water like in your sink, and with your wet hand, you make this into a ball.
Next, it's time to transform your meatball from plain to delicious, starting with a supreme pizza meatball.
Here we started off with equal parts ground Italian sausage,
Okay.
and then ground beef. Okay, so we mix that all up together. Now we're gonna layer in flavor, pepperoni, which I've chopped up, black olives, green pepper, and onions.
All
That's
of the
gonna go
stuff
in.
that I
All of the
love
stuff.
on top of my
And
pizza.
then fresh mozzarella cheese.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
And that part's gonna melt on the inside.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we mix that all up together. We make our balls.
Pop in the oven and add marinara sauce.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That is so delicious. It's like pizza and the meatball came together.
Next up, the mortadella meatball.
If there were ever a king of meatballs, or a queen of meatballs for that matter, I feel like this would be it. Okay, what is mortadella?
Mortadella is basically like the Italian bologna, way better. Like this is bologna to like the 10th degree.
We'll add mortadella and panko to your basic meatballs. Then let them chill in the fridge.
And the reason is a lot of the fat from the mortadella is also going to blend into the meat, so we want to solidify that again.
Cook them, add sauce, ricotta cheese, and
Oh my gosh, the creaminess of that
creaminess.
cheese
Yes.
is delicious. I love it.
lastly, Korean barbecue meatballs. Start with your foundation.
In the glaze, we're gonna have some soy, some vinegar, and some gochujang, but we're gonna also add it into, just a little bit, into the meat mixture.
Shape, then put into the oven.
Now we're gonna make our glaze, and that's gonna go into a pot. In our pot, we have soy sauce, we have the rice wine vinegar, we have a little bit of honey and gochujang.
Simmer the sauce, pour, top with sesame seeds and green onion, and
Oh, it's so great. It's got that little bit of spice, but that sweetness. What a great balance.
We're turning meatballs into your family's favorite dish.
Still to come on the list, the musical Match taking TikTok by storm.
So my 10-year-old daughter wrote this. Could somebody play this?
And everything you need to know about Barbiecore.
It's all about pink, pink, and more pink.
Plus, fill your playlist with all new music. All that and more ahead on the list.
Welcome back. Now, if you've been noticing a lot of the color pink on social media lately, there's a reason. A new trend based on one of the most beloved dolls in history. Teresa Strasser's checking out Barbiecore and how you can make it a part of your look.
Time to let you in on the over-the-top pink wonderland that is the Barbiecore aesthetic.
I feel that if we don't take a picture and post it on Instagram, it's a Barbie crime, and you'll go to Barbie jail, which is pink.
In fashion, the trend took off after Valentino debuted its all-pink fall 2022 collection.
It was a pink runway, there were so many pink looks, and now with the Barbie movie coming out, forget it. It is the hottest trend.
It's a vibe.
It is.
Pink is the new black, so fashion stylist Elise Johnson has 3 show-stopping pink looks you'll want to add to your Barbie dream closet.
It's all about pink, pink, and more pink.
First up is our career look.
I feel like I'm in danger of having too much pink.
No, you couldn't.
We were inspired by Zendaya's all-pink pantsuit for Valentino's campaign and played with different silhouettes, choosing a more fitted jacket and a cropped wide-leg pant to highlight our chosen pink boot.
It's very fuchsia, flamingo. It's very pigmented.
This is the Elle Woods confidence.
Yes, you will win every court case in this look.
And because life can't be all work, no play, we've got you covered for date night, for which we took note from celebs like Nicole Byer and Simone Ashley, who brought Barbiecore to the red carpet.
You've got the date night pink.
I do. If I had a hat, I feel like I'd be pretty in pink.
Yes.
I have some taste.
It seems like an easy look for date night.
100%. It's easy.
A dress or jumpsuit is all you need for a head-to-toe pink look, where you can add an extra special touch with pink accessories, like a statement bag.
Aren't these adorable?
Or a nice pair of pink shades.
This is a whole new meaning, rose-colored glasses.
Those look cute on you.
You too.
Finally, let's go casual and show you how to add a Barbiecore touch to an athleisure look.
When you're in Barbiecore, you just have this like positivity and confidence, and it may make you go work out. If you look cute and fun.
We chose a pink sports bra and leggings ensemble matched with some pink chunky sneakers.
And they actually look like they'd be comfortable.
Oh my gosh, they are so comfortable.
And a puffer jacket.
It's fun, it's bold, it exudes confidence.
Something about it is just making me happy.
And a pink baseball cap.
This color right now is so hot, it comes in every single style.
We're living our best pink dream life.
Pink definitely has a cheerful vibe.
It does, I love it.
Thanks to the Barbiecore aesthetic.
Let's face it, there's nothing better than seeing people going out of their way to uplift others. Take these stories, for example. They're your weekly reminder that kindness always wins. We begin with a community of musicians who came together to bring a 10-year-old's original composition to life.
So my 10-year-old daughter wrote this. Could somebody play this?
Mimi Wallace took to her personal TikTok account to post a call out for musicians to play what her daughter had written in school. And the internet did the rest. Musicians from around the globe performed the tune, including renditions by accounts like Posh Professor and Orchestra Academy.
Oh my gosh, we are blown away by the responses to my daughter's. So this is my daughter, my 10-year-old daughter that wrote the music. Blown away.
I'm telling you, music sure does bring people together. I love this. Up next, we head to Lafayette High School in Kentucky, where a new program provides a safe space for students to open up about their emotions.
This is an environment where all people from all different minorities, races, ethnicity, they have an area where they can speak freely about how they truly feel.
The Brothers program was started by Jordan Sims, who's the school's college and career coach, in order to help male students come together for some emotional bonding.
I've just seen the need for all young men at this school to have some type of leadership and somebody that they can relate to.
Meetings take place every Friday, and dozens of students have already joined. Such a great idea. And finally, how one middle school teacher in Utah was able to raise thousands to clear students' school lunch debt.
We're going to be able to obviously help the kids in my school, but a bunch of others in the district as well.
Garrett Jones posted a seconds-long TikTok clip to his personal account asking people to Venmo donations to cover students' outstanding lunch fees.
I almost didn't post this video. I was so close because I just cringed out by it. I'm so glad I did because I got to be part of something really cool.
The clip got over 5 million views and over $30,000 have been raised.
You guys have inspired a lot of people with your donations, and I've just been smiling for like 4 straight days. You guys are awesome.
And that's the power of social media for you. Amazing. And those are 3 stories that prove kindness wins. Lots more coming up on the list. Stay with us. We're back, and today it's all about amping up your playlist. Some of the world's biggest stars are coming out with brand new music you won't want to miss. Hadi D. Jamal spoke to a host with Apple Music to highlight some upcoming and highly anticipated albums.
Saddle up, because tons of new music is coming your way, and there's something for everybody.
Music already in 2023 has been absolutely incredible. I love that we're getting variety right now in genres and that it's all blending together and that we're getting a little bit of something for everybody.
Apple Music host Brooke Reese highlights 4 stars whose latest albums you'll want to play over and over. First up is Colombian superstar Karol G with Mañana Será Bonito or Tomorrow Will Be Beautiful. The album's out now and features several collaborations, including the highly anticipated song next to Shakira titled TQG.
The album also tops the album charts in 20 countries worldwide. So I love that Latin music is continuing to expand and grow globally, and she is definitely one of those artists that's on the forefront and has been there from the start.
Moving on to Miley Cyrus and her album, Endless Summer Vacation. It drops tomorrow and includes her hit lead single, Flowers.
It's crazy because Flowers has been so massive for her that it is her first #1 in 10 years since Wrecking Ball. So I'm really excited to see where Miley is going to take us on this project.
Up next is heavy metal legends Metallica with 72 Seasons. The album arrives April 14th and marks the long-awaited follow-up to 2016's Hardwired to Self-Destruct.
This is their 11th studio album. We're talking about 40 years later. They are still relevant. They are still making music. You've got 12 tracks on this brand new project, and I know the fans can't wait.
We're wrapping it up with the album by Jonas Brothers, which arrives May 12th and comes nearly 4 years after their 2019 comeback album, Happiness Begins.
I cannot wait. The lead single, Wings, from their 6th studio album is already available for you to go and listen to it. Just more Jonas Brothers always. They make such great pop music.
We're giving your music playlist a major overhaul with these highly anticipated albums.
Telling you some good music coming out. In fact, maybe one of these songs can become the official song for the place where you live. We're running down state songs. Last on our list is next.
If you missed any of today's show or want to rewatch your favorite segment, check out The List Show TV on YouTube, where you can watch anytime. It's your life, it's your list, and it's always there for you on YouTube.
Welcome back. It's time for what's last on our list, and this is from USA Today. What is your state song? Now, I didn't even know states had songs. This was a fascinating read, so let's dive in. Now, 8 states did not get very creative with their state song titles. Alabama's state song is named Alabama, kind of on the nose. The song's title is also the name of the state in Arkansas, Illinois, Montana, Pennsylvania, and Wyoming. And the state of Maine's song is State of Maine Song. Not much better. The only one that gets past here is Oklahoma, because that's a Rodgers and Hammerstein show tune classic. Now, Connecticut's official state song is Yankee Doodle? What? Now, stick a feather in your hat and call it cheating. And now, there are several states with 2 songs, but Massachusetts and Tennessee really take the cake with 7 and 10 songs, respectively. That's just greedy. And this one's kind of hilarious, at least to me. Florida's state song is known as Old Folks at Home, which, given the number of retirees in the state, seems absolutely appropriate. I think they should give senior citizens an additional discount on the early bird special if they sing that song. Now, only one state has never had an official state song, New Jersey. I mean, come on, you've got Get Crazy, the theme song for Jersey Shore, just sitting there. One state is really doing it right, though. Georgia's song is the Ray Charles classic, Georgia on My Mind. You win, Georgia. That's what's last on our list. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Tomorrow on the list, mind your business. So let's get to work. From how we communicate,
emojis in my book are A-OK. It just depends on who you're using them with,
to where we're the most productive.
You can find a way to carve out a unique work at home experience that is enjoyable and positive.
And how kids learn about work early.
Do you have a website?
Yeah.
How old are you?
6.
That's tomorrow here on the list.